We're standing here with Vander from Minority. He made the game Papo Yo, and what we're interesting is what is this game about? It has, Papo Yo sounds like a funny game.
Papo Yo is a game about my childhood, and I work many years for big corporations, the shooter, driving games, everything, and then I just couldn't do it anymore because I want to do something meaningful. And I think that right now we're playing the same game we were playing 10 years ago, and everyone's saying the same thing, but no one is doing nothing about it. So I said, nothing. I'm going to jump out. I'm going to create something that is really meaningful to me, see if people like it or not.
You said it's a game about your childhood?
Yeah, it's a game about it's a autobiographical game about my childhood with my father. My father was an alcoholic. And I'm not shy to say it because what happened with alcoholism is it's a secret. And when it's a secret, people get hurt. It has to come out. So I'm really happy to say my father is an alcoholic and I make a game about it. It helps me.
But if you say it's a meaningful game, it sounds very serious. But Papo Yo didn't sound that serious. Why do you choose the title like that?
Because what happens is that I want to do a bit like what comedy does. Comedy does have a layer of fun, but have a heavy story underneath. So when you're gonna play the game, you're gonna have this layer of fun mechanics, puzzle solving, and have this heavy story underneath. And I think that is a great mix. So you have to, because not everything has to be like so heavy. The story is heavy, but there's these light elements that balance it out. Despite of that, many people find it really heavy and they cry at the end. So that's the best part. That when I get reviews from people say, "Oh, I love your game, I cried at the end," and I'm like, "Yes, I make you feel something."
You talked about the gameplay mechanics. If you have such a topic like alcoholism, what kind of mechanics do you use in a game like that?
So the first thing that you do, the first thing that you do when you have a hard topic like that, you have to find a metaphor for the gameplay. So we work a lot on it and trying to figure out, and then we said, okay, you're playing the character named Kiko. He's a 10, 13-year-old boy, and his best friend Monster. And Monster is your best friend. But when Monster sees a frog, he eats it and he transforms into this monster on fire. And he runs after you and he bites you and throws you around. And then the only way to calm him down is you have to give him a poisonous fruit. And you give him a poisonous fruit, he eats it, and then he vomits the frog, and then he's fine again. And then you go from loving, like the monster say he's cool, to hating him. So what I want to do is put people in that duality of gray zones. I think that what we have done in the game industry so far is great, but we cannot continue doing games like Mario in the sense that Bowser is bad, Mario is good. And then because when I was a kid, I was escaping in Mario and I was button mashing my way to the end. But what happens is when the game ended, I was confronted with this hard reality and with my thumb hurting, say, what can I do with it? Nothing. So I think that right now we have to start putting life lessons in games so people can appreciate them. And we tested the game with a 7-year-old kid, and it was surprising to see him play. So he was doing the platforming, jumping here, jumping there. He was doing everything fine. But when the monster ate the frog, he couldn't perform the same jump. He was failing all the time. He was afraid. And then when he found the fruit and finally gave it to the monster, he went like, and right away I said, I got it. I was able to give such a hard experience in a protected environment to kids to grow up.
Okay. But if you say it should help also for kids, and Mario is not the only way video games should work, is Papo Yo a game for a younger target group?
I want to achieve what Pixar did. You can get to everyone, I think I went a bit heavy-handed on Papo. It's a bit too dark on a goal, but I think that games should not be afraid of carrying out kids and also be having a compelling theme for adults. Like you go to see the Brother Grimm fables, they're dark, they're really heavy, and then kids love them. And then when they're afraid, they close it and they come back, and that's what I want to do. So Papo Yo, I went a bit heavy-handed, and I think that is not good for kids under 10. It's not good, but adults, it's a game for adults.
Okay. So you, I don't know. Do you have kids?
Yes, at 3-year-old.
2 years.
Three.
And what age you would say he can play it?
I'll play when he's around 10, 11, 12, yeah.
You say personally also 10, 11.
Yeah, I think that at 10, 11, but I don't know. I think that in the game industry, it is so the variety of age of who play. I don't know, a shooter. You have little kids playing a shooter, and again a 35-year-old guy. So sadly, the range could change a lot on.
Okay, and the problem alcoholism you talked about, you had in your childhood, is it something you solved now when you're a grown-up?
Yes. Sometimes I drink a bit more than I used, but it's only on a special occasion, and I'm really aware of how damaging it was to me, and I'm really careful when I decide to have a drink.
And did the game help to in this process?
The game actually helped a lot. It was healing in a way. But what happened is in the game, like doing a game is not like doing a painting. So the artist go there, you do a painting, you're one-on-one with the medium, and you heal yourself through the art. What happened when you're doing a game is no, you have to find the money, you have to convince publishers, then you have to build a team, you have to build a company, you have to manage the team, and same time you have to build a game. So you have to solve the problem before you're able to tell it. So, but at the same time, I got some healing through it. So.
Okay. That sounds really nice. The game's out on PSN already?
Yes.
Are you planning to get it out on other platforms too?
No, Papo Yo is a PlayStation exclusive.
Okay. That's nice. You heard it's a serious topic, and we're glad to play it. It finds in the PSN store.